Hey everyone, want to talk to you about reflections. Your reflections due today, and I want to go over some of you are struggling with how do you fill it out. First of all, where is it? So I'm in my second period class. You go to yours wherever you are, and then go to this classwork tab. From the classwork tab, we're going to drop down into the current week we're working on. I'm going to go to a student who didn't fill out their week 8 reflections. I'm dropping to week 8. And the reflections are always on the bottom, right? So I look at what are we doing week 8, and always on the bottom of the week is your reflection. This is where your grade is coming from, is this reflection. So I open this up, and I see that reflection down there, and I'm going to go ahead, open this. This is the reflection. So let's fill it out together. First name, I'm going to put Mr. Arnez. So I'm going to fill out a reflection. That part's easy. And then you scroll down, and then I'm going to say, what period do you have math? And I'm doing a second period reflection. What is this week's learning target? And well, I don't remember. That was a couple weeks ago, and I don't know what to put. Where do you find that? We're going to go back out to where that reflection was, and it's always on the top of the week. Look, week 8, learning target. What if I went to week 9? Learning target's on top, and the reflection will be down on the bottom. Let's go to an old one. Look, learning target on top, reflection on bottom. So you're going to go to the learning target, open it up, and there it is. I can convert fractions into decimals using long division. I can convert fractions into decimals fractions into decimals using division. Is that what it said? Let's look. I can convert fractions into decimals using long division. It always starts with I can. Don't put this in here. That's the unit description. Multiply and divide rational numbers. Don't put this in LT2, learning target 2. No, this is our learning target. It starts with I can. I can convert fractions into decimals using long, let me correct my spelling, using long division. All right, so I'm done with that. And then there's always a question that's letting me know what's your level of thinking. I can convert a fraction to a decimal. How do you know if that decimal will be terminating or repeating? Give an example. Okay, and then you have to type an answer in here. So what I would do is you should have your math notebooks out with you when you do this. So I'm gonna go right now, and I'm gonna get out my math notebook to do this problem, and I'm going to open it up to the week that we were working on. And this is the things where we were doing our notes, where it talked about, is it terminating or repeating? Let's go back to, what was that question? Converting a fraction, how do you know if it's terminating or repeating? And I'm going to put my answer. Well, I look at my notes, and I see in my notes, those aren't my notes, this is what terminating looked like, and I see it looks like this, and this is what repeating looked like. And look, it had that number. Oh yeah, see the 6 kept, and I'm going, oh yeah, I remember now. Repeating decimals had a number that goes on forever. Get it here. Repeating decimals have a number that goes on forever. And then it says, give an example. All right, so go back to your notes. What was an example? I just pulled one right out of my notes. Look at this one here. This went on forever, all those 6s. And so I'll just type this one in there, 2 and 5/12, and it was 2.41666. 2 and 5/12. So I go back to my reflection. And I would write an example is 2 and 5/12, which equals, what did it equal? I don't remember. I'll go back to my notes. 2 5/12 was 2.416666. 2.416666. There. And then I have another one. How would I round this to the 10th? And again, I look at my notes, and I would give an answer something like this. It'd be 5.4. I took the 6 and rounded the 3 to a 4. Something like this. You're just writing something down to let me know you're thinking. Okay, and then I'm going to go down here. Did you try to convert fractions to decimals on Monday's assignment? Yep, I did that. How many green dots did you get on the mid-school math? Well, I got only 2 of them right. Did you write down all the notes? Yes. And then you come down here, based on this grading rubric, where are you? And I'm like, well, I know some of the stuff, and I might say, well, I think I'm in between here, a 3 and a 4, and so I might give myself a 3.5. That's it, and then submit. So I want to show you something. That's all there is to a reflection. That's what we're doing. And in PowerSchool, I wanted to show you something. This is my actual grade book. I erased the names back here, but this is one of my classes. This student has a D-, but they're actually doing much better than that. They just have these zeros. They need to go back and fill out that reflection. Then there's another student here with a D, and they do not have a D if they would just fix these 1s. If you see a 1 in the grade book, this is what it means, is that when you did your reflection, you put inside here, what is this learning target? And you put in, I don't know. Well, the best that you can get if you're going to put that is a 1. If you didn't put the correct learning target, meaning it had to come from here. It has to say, I can. And if you don't put the I can in, you're going to get a 1. So go back and fix these 1s. How many 1s do we have in here? Students who could quickly fix their grade. This student has 1. There's 1 here. They put the wrong learning target in, or they didn't put 1. Those are the 1s that need to get fixed. And then the zeros, they just flat out didn't turn it in. Look, they got an A+ here and then a bunch of zeros. These students are not turning in their reflections. And when we're talking about a reflection, we're talking about doing this. Filling this out and answering a question. And it comes from in here at the bottom of each week. Look, week 8, reflection. Week 7, reflection. There's the learning target. Week 6, the reflection and the learning target. So go and fill those out. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you.